Hello, dear career professionals, dear boot campers. How are you today? Welcome to this session titled Career Audit. Today, we are going to be diving into one of the most important steps in your career journey, which is conducting a career audit. Now, this is really essential because it's going to help you to identify where you are and where you want to go career-wise. Listen, it doesn't matter where you are in your career journey, whether you're just moving up the ladder or you're just starting out or you're transitioning into a new career. It is very important for you to understand where you are because it is impossible to create a clear strategy if you don't know where you are, and this is why we have to do a career audit so that we can now know what to do, how to do. So when we start to do the assignments, to create a CV, to create a portfolio website or whatever, you would know exactly what you are doing and why you are doing it and what exactly you need to do. You will know the resource that is actually for you because you have done a career audit that helps you identify where you are. So I'm going to tell you exactly why it is important for you to do a career audit. Now, a career audit basically is you trying to understand where you are, who you are career-wise, the skills that you have, the skill gap that you need to fill in order to thrive, in order to succeed as a career professional. Now, why this is really important is that it helps you to understand your current position. Before you make any career move, you need to know your exact starting point. You need to know if you are in the entry level, in the mid-level, a senior level, or you're transitioning. You need to be able to assess your strength, know your weakness, understand the opportunities that you have, and also understand the skill gaps that you have. This will form the foundation of your next step. Knowing your position would allow you to make informed decisions. It will prevent you from aiming for positions you're not really ready for, or it will also prevent you from neglecting to leverage your current strength. That is why you need to do this. Secondly, you need to also do this because it's going to help you to clarify your career goals. Setting a clear, actionable goal is really important if you want to advance in your career. Without a clear goal, you may find yourself spinning your wheels without any real progress. Now, remember that career goals act as your roadmap. They ensure that your day-to-day efforts are aligned with a larger vision, right? It could be that you want to gain a promotion, or you want to transition into a new field, or you want to achieve thought leadership in your industry. When you set a career goal, it's going to help you to achieve these things, right? The next reason why doing a skill or a career audit is really important is because it helps you to identify skill gaps. This step really helps you to recognize the skills, the qualifications that you currently have versus what is needed to get you to the next stage. Remember that one of the reasons why we're doing this is that it helps you clarify your goal. So when you do this, it's going to help you also to identify the skill gap that would prevent you from achieving that goal. Now, if you are a career transitioner, this step will really help you to know the new skill you need to acquire in order to transition effortlessly into the new or into a different career path. When you know these gaps, you can work intentionally to fill them. It could be that you would not know whether you want to take a course, you want to be a part of a boot camp, you want to network. What exactly do you need in order to fill out this gap? This is what doing a career audit will do for you. It would also finally help you to evaluate opportunities and risks. See, when you take a broader look at the opportunities in your industry, which is what doing a career audit will help you do, it's going to help you to know how you can leverage or assess these opportunities, right? A successful career is one that is built by balancing opportunity and risks. You need to understand the industry trends, the opportunities for growth, and the potential setback that may arise so you can plan ahead. This is what doing a career audit would help you achieve. To recap, why do you need to do a career audit? First, it helps you understand your current position. It helps you clarify your career goals. It helps you identify skill gaps, and finally helps you to evaluate the opportunities and risks you have in your industry. Now let's go to the next thing, which is how to do this career audit, the process. So what are the step-by-step processes that we need to follow in order to do a successful career audit? The first thing you need to do is to reflect on your current career path. Take a moment to really assess your current job, your current position, your current field, the current thing you're doing. Are you happy with your current role? Does it really align with your strength, with your interests, with your values? Are there areas you feel like stuck or unsatisfied? So if you're in the entry level, if you're an entry-level career professional, I want you to reflect on your experience thus far. What have you learned, and what do you still need to understand? Are you in a role that aligns with your long-term goal, or are you just starting to figure that out? If you're a mid-level career professional, consider whether you are on a track for promotion or leadership roles. Are you being recognized for your contribution, or do you feel you are stuck in a stagnant role? At this level, remember that the key focus is on your leadership development. If you're a senior level career professional, take time to evaluate whether you have reached a plateau. Are you growing in your leadership role? Are you setting the stage for thought leadership, for legacy, or even retirement planning? If you are transitioning into a new career, identify what pushed you towards transitioning. Are you looking for more fulfillment, for financial gain, or personal growth in this particular new career? The next step is to define your career goal. After you have identified where you are, that you are in the entry level or wherever, or that you are feeling stuck, or this is exactly you're not feeling fulfilled, or whatever it is, write it down. Now, the next thing is to define your career goal. Here, you have identified this is where I am. The next thing is this is where I want to be. That is your goal. Your career goal should actually be that thing that will define exactly who you want to be within a time frame. So you need to identify where you want to be in the next 1 to 5 years. Be specific. Is it a promotion that you want? Maybe in your current field, in your current organization, you want a promotion. Is it that you want to become a thought leader? That is, you want to be known, you want to be the go-to person in that industry when they're talking about something, a solution. Is that your career goal? Is it that you're looking to pivot? Maybe you're looking to go into a new career path. Is it that you want to make this amount of money? Be specific. What is your career goal? Is it that you want to travel the world or speaking engagements? Is it that you want to leave a legacy? You want to create something? It could be an app. It could be whatever, a solution. It could be whatever it is. You know what you desire. No goal is irrelevant. Write it down. Even if it's not clear, maybe when you have one-on-one sessions, with me, we can clarify that. But you need to ensure that you write down your goal. If you are in the entry level, your goal may be you want to focus on gaining deeper experience. You want to understand your strength. You want to earn certifications to advance. Maybe that could be what your career goal could be. If you're a mid-level career professional, maybe you may be targeting management or leadership role. That could be a goal. Or perhaps you want to shift into a new career or whatever, or a new specialization within your current industry. If you're a senior level career professional, you might be thinking about making a broader impact. transitioning into consultancy, or stepping into thought leadership roles. If you are transitioning into a new career, it could be that you want to, your goal could be that you want to gain new qualifications, you want to build a professional network of people who are in that industry you are eyeing, or you want to establish yourself in a fresh career field. Right. The next step is to identify skill gaps. Remember, first thing, you have identified where you are, your strength, who you are career-wise, you have set your career goal. The next thing is to identify skill gap. Now, you need to compare your current skills with the skills required for the role you aspire to. For instance, now you've told yourself, this is where I want to be as a career professional. This is my goal. This is who I want to be in the next 3 years. This is who I want to be career-wise in the next 2 years. This is who I want to be career-wise in the next 6 months. Now, what skill do you need? You have to now say, okay, if I want to do this, if I want to build an app, or if I want to transition into thought leadership, if I want to work in this type of organization, in the top, you've identified 5 industry or 5 organizations you want to work in, and you have to go and identify the skill gap. What skill don't you have that is really needed for you to achieve that goal? That is what you need to do. Do a skill gap analysis. Do you need more leadership or strategic experience? How would you do it? Are there certifications that you lack? Do you need to do more certifications, or do you need to practice more, or do you need to do volunteer work that you can use as a leverage or as an example to potential clients or potential employers or whatever? What if you have identified this? So what skill gap? How do I fill the skill gap? This will really help you to craft a targeted learning and development plan. For example, if you're in the entry-level position, you can focus on building foundational skills in your industry. For instance, if you're maybe software skills for IT, or writing skills, for marketing, depending on your industry. If you're a mid-level career professional, you need to assess whether you need additional management experience, or you need advanced certifications, or you need strategic skills. If you're a senior level career professional, you need to identify whether you need more industry-wide recognition. That could be what you really need. You need to be recognized, or that you need to maybe publish articles, you need to get a lot of speaking engagements, or you need thought leadership projects. If you're transitioning into a new career, it could be that you need to you need to really identify the specific technical or soft skills that you need to succeed in your new field. So this is really important. Do a skill gap analysis. What skill do you require to achieve your goal, and how are you going to really get that? Now, the next step is to evaluate opportunities and risks. Look at what opportunities exist within your current role, within your industry, or the field you are moving into. So sometimes, now let's look at it this way. You have identified where you are, you have set your career goal, you have done a skill gap analysis, and you've identified what you really need in order to bridge the skill gap so that you can achieve what you want to achieve. And then you have started to do that, you have started to get the certifications or whatever. Remember, we're still doing a career audit, right? So the next thing you need to do after assessing to identify the skill gap and what you need, then evaluate opportunities within your role, in your organization. What opportunities, exist? For instance, let's assume that one of the things you lack is visibility, especially if you are an entry-level career professional, you are working within your organization, and you lack visibility. You have profile solutions, but nobody recognizes you for these things, or visibility is something that's going to help you to move up the career ladder fast, right? Let's assume this is the case here. So go within your organization and identify opportunity that would absolutely help you to be more visible to the people who matter in your organization, right? So this is what you need to do. Evaluate, assess to find out opportunities that exist. Also consider the risks. What challenges might you face in achieving your goal? This is really important. What are the challenges? What opportunities can you leverage in order to achieve your goal? What risks are you going to encounter in the course of achieving your goal? It could be financial risks, it could be time, it could be that you need to overcome whatever the opportunity. It could be that you are an outgoing person, you are very solution minded. So if you're an entry-level career professional, you might want to focus on opportunities to gain diverse experience within your company or industry. For the risks, you might include not having enough exposure or enough mentorship, right? For mid-level career professional, you might have opportunities to lead new projects or shift into managerial role. The risk could be that you're staying too long in the same position without growth. That's a risk. And for senior level career professionals, the opportunity may lie in building a thought leadership brand or transitioning to advisory or consultancy roles. The risks might involve being overlooked for higher level positions due to complacency, right? Then if you are actually transitioning into a new career path, you might want to focus on networking opportunities and the availability of jobs in your new field. Your risks could include lack of experience or an oversaturated job market, right? So doing a career audit is really important, and if you follow these steps, remember the first step is identify where you are. The second step, set your career goal today. Make sure that you set a SMART goal, and the next video we're going to talk about how to set your SMART career goal and what a SMART career goal means, right? And the third thing you need to do is to identify the skill gap. Do a skill gap analysis to identify the skills you lack that will prevent you from achieving that goal and what you need in order to acquire or to bridge the skill gap. And the next thing you need to do, the last thing finally, is that you need to do an audit of the opportunities and risks that exist within your current position, your current industry, your current organization. This is really important. And the last thing we're going to talk about is the template. Now I have prepared a template for you. This templates, we have 4 different templates for entry-level career professionals, for mid-level career professionals, senior level career professionals, and for career professionals who are transitioning into new career path, right? So what you need to do is to use this template to answer the questions so that as you're doing your own career audit. For example, for the entry level, you're going to answer questions like, what is your current role? What are your key responsibilities? Career satisfaction. Are you satisfied with your career? Why or why not? Your goals. Where do you want to be in the next 1 to 3 years? So giving accurate responses or near accurate responses to these questions will actually help you to do a great career audit to identify where you are career wise. So thank you so much for watching this video. Remember that conducting this career audit would help you to clearly identify your starting point, which is really important for developing a practical action plan to move forward in your career. When you understand your position, when you clarify your goal, when you identify skill gap, and when you evaluate opportunities and risks, you will be better equipped to strategically navigate your career, whether you are aiming for a promotion or transitioning into a new field or establishing thought leadership, or even just starting out as a career professional. So remember to do the assignment, do the career audit, because it's going to help you to do the next tasks that we have in this bootcamp. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.